Cue Dave and Ryan in 3, 2, 1.
It's Dave and Ryan's movie review.
This isn't about good or bad. This is about power and who is allowed to use it.
What is that?
So you've really never seen The Acolyte before?
I have not. I have not seen it.
All right. Well, if you're wanting to watch it, that's another story. But here's what I've found. I've watched all 4 now.
Okay.
Okay. You've got some interesting characters. You've got Soul, who's a Jedi Master, who's actually played by the guy from Squid Game, if you watch that.
Okay.
Then you've got Osha and May. They're sisters. They're twin sisters. You've got Kalnaka, which is a Wookiee Jedi. Pretty cool. Vanestra is a senior member of the Jedi Order. You've got Quamir, which I think there's a sinister side to him. We just don't know yet. Jeki is a Padawan that is now Saul's Padawan. Mother Ionesa, or is that how they say it? Aniesa or something like that. Anyway, she's the twins' mom. And then Larda was a Jedi Master. She's played by Carrie-Anne Moss.
Okay.
Trinity, from the Matrix.
Trinity!
So it starts out with May, which you don't know it's May, is like going down and hunting these Jedi. And the first one she hunts is Indara, which is Carrie-Anne Moss.
Well, a Jedi hunting series sounds pretty cool.
Well, it does, but it hasn't gone off the rails yet.
Is there a lot of action?
It hasn't gone off the rails yet. And the way she...
What do you mean by off the rails?
She eventually does kill her. Indara is killed in the first episode. Carrie-Anne Moss is killed in the first episode. And the way that she is killed is so dumb for a Jedi. Because she throws... The May fights with knives. She doesn't really fight with a saber yet. I haven't seen her fight with a lightsaber yet. She throws a knife at the bar owner, and Indara stops the knife, and while she's distracted with that, May throws a knife at her and kills her.
Okay.
So you're trying to tell me that a Jedi Master wouldn't be able to stop both. Anyway, so that's how she dies. Then in the next episode, she goes to this planet where there's this other guy named Torben, and he's like in this fugue state. He just hovers, and that's all he does. He hasn't talked to anybody in years. She decides she knows how to kill him. She gets this poison from this Quamir guy, goes there, and talks to him, tells him what she's going to do, and he takes the poison and kills himself, so she doesn't have to kill him. And anyway, so while all this is going on...
That doesn't make it... Why would he kill himself?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Okay? While all this is going on, Osha, the other twin sister, is like a mechanic on a ship. And they come and arrest her thinking that she's the one that's killing all these people. Because they were under the assumption that this May died. We'll get into that in a minute. So then she is taken to Coruscant. She meets with Soul again, which was, you find out at this point, Osha was a Jedi, and she left the Order.
Okay, nothing about this sounds bad right now so far.
And Soul was her master.
Okay. So where's all the hate
I'm
coming
getting
from?
there. I'm only for the first 2 episodes. The third episode is where everybody gets pissed.
Okay.
The third episode is a flashback episode, almost the entire episode, where it takes place on the planet that Osha and May grew up on, which is a colony of witches.
Okay, there's been
witches, I know, in Ahsoka, anyway. So these witches are basically saying that they gave birth to these two. Okay. There is one lady that references that she carried them. This mother, Ionesa, is their mom, but this other lady carried them.
Okay.
So they're saying that they can create life now. That's the way it goes, and which kind of is what happened with Shmi, they say.
Shmi?
Anakin's mom.
Shmi is me.
Yeah. Anyway, but the whole purpose...
So was Anakin's mother a witch?
I don't know. It never comes out and says.
Okay.
The whole purpose of this episode is to prove that the Jedi are bad. And the Jedi are going to come and steal these children.
Is that why everyone doesn't like this series?
We'll get to that.
I haven't heard anything bad that makes me not want to watch it so far.
So, and then that's when it kind of goes off the rails. They want to give the kids the trials, and they come up with the plan, the witches do, that they should lie so they don't pass the trials.
Okay.
So the one goes and obviously breezes through it and fails it miserably. That's May. Osha wants to be a Jedi. She wants to leave. She wants to get off of this planet. She wants to see what else is out there. So she tries to lie, and they know better. So they say they're going to take her. And when you come to find out that they're going to take her, well, May, who is the sister that failed miserably, is like, I will not let you leave. I will kill you.
Okay.
So she burns down the entire colony, kills everyone there, and then there's a scene towards the end of that episode where you think that she dies. And everybody thinks that she died. And Osha was the only one that got off this land. Okay? Now, we talk about all the time, in fact, Jordan and I just talked today about one of the worst parts of the whole thing is the fact that the Star Wars fan base is probably one of the worst fan bases to piss off. And you have a director, the lady that directed this show, came out and said, this series is not for Star Wars fans. I'm not making it for them. They hired a writer that has never seen a Star Wars movie. So this is where people are going to start getting pissed off. This is where the Star Wars male toxic fan base starts to get pissed off. And that's where everything you're going to find on the internet talks about that. In the fourth episode, there's a character that gets killed.
So they're just mad that she didn't make this movie for them.
Right. But it's
a Star Wars movie. She is making, even if she says she's not, she is making it for Star Wars people.
No, she's not. That's what she said. I'm not making this for Star Wars
even
fans.
if she said no, she's still making the Star Wars movie or series. So
yes.
it is for Star Wars
people. So
and
then in the fourth episode, there's a character that gets killed off that was a friggin' waste. And then you have a Sith Lord that shows up at the end of the fourth episode, and none of the Jedis that are there's like a half dozen of them, none of them have ever faced a Sith Lord. They don't know what to do. And they go after this guy all at once, and he just basically force shoves them back, and that's where that episode ended.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm still not seeing why everybody hates it.
I'm going to give it a chance.
Besides what she had said, there's no other reasons not to like the series.
I'm going to give it a chance. But all I'm saying is I can see why some people are so up in arms. I'm a pretty open-minded guy.
One statement?
I am a pretty open-minded guy. It completely goes away. You know how Star Wars characters are when it comes to canon.
Yeah.
They lose their mind. And that's the only thing. I'm a pretty open-minded guy. I'll give it a chance. But as far as I'm concerned right now, they're treading.
Okay.
Because there's so many missed opportunities. And go ahead and watch it, and then you tell me what you thought of it. Okay. Because there are so many missed opportunities in this.
Even if there's missed opportunities, they did that with Boba Fett.
They did.
So,
in fact, one of the reviews that I was reading and watching, the guy said, I thought, until this came out, I thought the Book of Boba Fett was the worst Disney Plus series that they had made.
See, I liked the Book of Boba Fett.
I liked it up until the point that it became The Mandalorian Season 2.5.
That was only in the last few episodes.
Right. But I'm just saying, that he has his own series. But
not anymore.
No. Sadly, no. But give it a chance, I guess. Watch it and see what you think, and you tell me what you think.
Like I said, after talking to you about it, there was absolutely nothing that makes me think why this is a bad movie other than that one statement she made.
Yeah. Well, she made it.
And
Like I said,
you know what they say. Even bad publicity's good publicity.
not when it comes to Star Wars fan base, though.
Oh yeah,
Because they'll skewer it.
They're still talking about it and they're watching it.
But they'll skewer it because, and
They're
that's
still-
the other thing. And
they're
it goes
still
into
talking about
it.
it,
Goes into another
and they're
thing
still
too.
watching it.
It goes into another thing too that they're trolling it on Rotten Tomatoes and tanking the audience score on it. I think the critics score on Rotten Tomatoes is like an 85, and they've tanked the audience score down to like 14%.
Rotten Tomatoes. If you take Rotten Tomato scores, you're an idiot.
Well, but here's the thing: studios do.
Not
So,
really.
is it going to be is it going to be enough to overcome this? I don't know, but give it a watch. Tell me what you think. That's what I'm serious.
Yeah, like I said, there's nothing you've said so far that makes me say.
I said I will continue to watch it until it's ended.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking
I
about
know,
me.
I know, and I'm just saying.
It's not always about you, Dave.
Yes, it is.
Toxic masculinity.
Exactly.
What did your daughters call you?
Yeah.
You're a septimite.
Yeah,
No.
whatever. I'm not getting into that
You're
right now.
Semite.
I'm not getting into that. But yeah, it's just
Cemetery?
a Semite, an anti-Semite. That's what they
Yes.
called me. Okay, we're done. Moving on. That's another story for another day too. Completely. But
toxic.
I will continue to
masculinity.
watch this, and then I think you watch it, and then after it's over, we do another one of these.
Let's do it.
All right.